Aloha. Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Friday, March 7th, 2025. I'm Patty Lee, and these are some of the stories that may interest you today. The mayor delivered his 2025 State of the County address earlier this evening at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. The mayor outlined his initiatives and solutions for Maui and spoke about the housing crisis, economic recovery, the rebuilding of Lahaina, and the need to protect Maui's cultural heritage for future generations. Akaku will be repeating the address throughout the weekend, or you can watch on demand by downloading the Maui Stream app or on the Maui County Facebook page. More than a dozen historical buildings burned in the Lahaina wildfire, which represented hundreds of years of Hawaii's rich cultural heritage. Many of those buildings are being restored as anchor points in the historical town's resurrection. And while a new county proposal to expedite building permits within the historic district could help spur things along, the Lahaina Restoration Foundation is preparing a master plan with the expectation of some money to come from the federal government. However, the foundation is ramping up fundraising efforts like a benefit luau on May 10th, knowing there are very real obstacles ahead due to Trump and Musk's cost-cutting initiatives. In 2021, Akaku took a trip to the historical Old Lahaina prison with Lahaina Restoration Foundation Director Theo Morrison. Let's revisit this magnificent landmark they're now working to bring back.
Today, I am at the Old Lahaina prison on Prison Street.
When they were building these walls, of course it's all handmade, the walls, this is coral that was cut. This is actually coral, these coral blocks came from the old fort.
It was moved from the 1852 original jail by the harbor, perhaps with some material from Olowalu. The wall surrounding the prison is nearly 20 feet square and 8 feet high.
This is as far as they could lift up a heavy block of coral. So they put logs in here. This was called a put log hole. So they put a log in here and made scaffolding so they could put...
It was built using little, if any, mortar, a testimony to the stone building skills of the people of Polynesia.
When it was a prison, they used the yard to grow food.
It's a park-like space of nearly an acre. King Kamehameha III opened up the Western world to the Hawaiian people. He adopted a set of laws to guide the conduct of people. Some failed to follow the rules. They had to be restrained and ended up paying a short visit to the somewhat friendly jail. With 2 jailhouse buildings, 2 cells, one for the men and one for the women. Let's step into a different world.
A whaler who didn't follow the rules, so he got thrown in. They called it the pokey. Got thrown in the pokey. So he talks a little bit about that.
Before we know it, we hear a resounding cry, "Haul in!" Hither and thither come the Kanakas, young and old, scrambling to pounce on us. They held us down in the dirt, they did. Before we could shake our heads, away we went to the calaboose. Now here I sit, awaiting the judge and the fine. But it's not so bad. The Kanakas come with crates of delicious fruit, the likes of which I've not seen before. We have a sit with them around a calabash of poi and a quantity of fish. Afterward, we have a comfortable smoke and lay ourselves out on the greensward. Maybe enjoy a game of euchre. See, we're let loose in the prison yard out there and allowed to mingle with the natives and our mates. Let me tell you, the males and the females mingle freely with each other.
For 70 years, the Lahaina Restoration Foundation has been researching, restoring, and preserving historic Lahaina sites.
The stunning cost of rebuilding Maui has become clearer following the release of the county's draft plan for spending $1.6 billion in federal wildfire recovery funds. Replacing the thousands of homes destroyed by the wildfires will cost an average of $1 million per residence. That is a far higher figure than what many people's insurance will cover. The county has not identified how it will make up the shortfall, and the clock is ticking for officials to present their first detailed roadmap for approval by HUD this summer. Title issues are complicating Maui County's planned purchase of 82 acres near Pauwela Lighthouse. In January 2024, 82 oceanfront acres near the lighthouse went up for sale for $3.5 million. Many in the North Shore community were eager to see Maui County buy it before another private landowner could scoop it up, and urged the council during budget talks last year to do so. The council agreed and put the full $3.5 million asking price into the Open Space Fund for the fiscal year 2025. But the listing agent for the property now says the county did not contact him about the property until last week after a price drop, citing a break in the chain of the title. We'll see what all that means. A meeting for public feedback about a proposal for a new road connecting the Wailuku and Waiehu communities was held on Wednesday at the Velma McWayne Santos Community Center. It was the first opportunity for the public to learn about the idea, ask questions, and offer feedback. Road work is already underway on Imikala Street in Wailuku. However, while proponents say it would be greatly beneficial, Happy Valley residents argue it would be a traffic nightmare. This proposal has been discussed since the 90s and would have sidewalks, bike lanes, and intersection improvements. But officials say the project never took off because the infrastructure challenges. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs hosts a Mea'ai and Mana'o community meeting from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 11th at the University of Hawaii Maui College. The meeting will be held at the Pilina Event Center. Guests are invited to learn how OHA is tackling critical issues and concerns raised during its annual island community meetings. Tuesday's gathering will be hosted by OHA Maui trustee Carmen Hulu Lindsay. With more than 1,200 residents and visitors participating, the 14th annual Maui 5K at the Maui Ocean Center on March 2nd broke a record by raising $72,000 for Maui Nui schools. Some of the 5,000 participants were from as far away as Canada and Brazil. Proceeds from the event provide funding for Maui County schools, and nearly 50 schools participated in this year's race. Awards were presented to top finishers. The Hawaii women's track and field team will head to Maui for an intra-squad meeting this Saturday beginning at 1 p.m. on the Kamehameha School's Maui campus. The event is free and open to the public and will feature the entire Rainbow Wahine track and field team competing against one another, in addition to an open section of local athletes. In 2022, Maui High graduates won nationals in New York. Let's take a look.
Being the national champion in New York for the steeplechase was very, very big because we don't have this event in Hawaii at all. And I just thought, hey, I do distance running and I used to do hurdles, so that's another thing. I want to try this event. And when Rudy said there's a steeplechase in the national event, I was like, oh, I want to try. I'm curious.
I've been taking kids, probably the first national meet was 1996. And the reason why I do it is that the kids in Hawaii only really compete with the kids from Hawaii. And after a while, it's the same thing all the time. The kids don't know that there's something else besides just here in Hawaii. And so it's a great opportunity for them to be able to compete against national class athletes from different states. That's one of the biggest things. But the other thing is to also travel to different places they would probably never go to. This year's USATF national meet, we took 11 athletes. The youngest was 6th grade, and the oldest was, we had a few that were seniors, all from different schools. We had 11 personal bests. We had a total of 7 medalists. We had 1 national champion. And he was the 2nd ever national champion ever in Hawaii.
In the steeplechase, my thoughts were just get out hard, or just stick in the front of the pack. That's when I started making a gap over the field. I'm speechless myself. I have no words about it and everything. I surprised myself. All I knew was go out there, represent, Hawaii. That's what I did. It still hasn't hit me, but it's pretty big.
But it's a great experience for them, and it makes me feel happy that they did it.
It was definitely a memory I won't forget.
College students looking to gain hands-on experience in healthcare have an opportunity with Maui Health's new paid summer internship program. The program offers students a chance to explore careers in healthcare with non-clinical positions available in finance, information technology, social services, human resources, marketing, communications, and patient registration. The application deadline is March 21st. Interested students can apply at this link below. Applications for the popular Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program, which provides low-income seniors with $50 in coupons for fresh produce from Maui farmers markets, are being accepted by MEO. Each participant will receive 10 $5 coupons totaling $50 to exchange for unprocessed, locally grown fruits, vegetables, herbs, and honey from an authorized farmer or farmer's market. The buying period runs from April 1st to October 31st. The program is only offered on Maui Island in the county. Registration is now open for First Tee Hawaii's Spring Break Camp programming at the dunes at Maui Lani Golf Course. First Tee Hawaii is a youth development organization that helps kids and teens build themselves up through golf. Trained coaches deliver the programs to kids and teens ages 7 to 12 to help them grow socially, emotionally, and academically. Parents can register their kids at firstteehawaii.org for a 4-day spring break camp at the dunes at Maui Lani Golf Course, March 17 through 20 from 8 to 11 a.m. The Honolulu Festival Foundation announced that King Kekalike High School is the winner of the 29th annual Honolulu Festival Maui Mikoshi Design Contest. The winning Mikoshi design will be unveiled on Saturday, March 8th at 11 a.m. at the Hawaii Convention Center and showcased during the Grand Parade through Waikiki on Sunday, March 9. A mikoshi is an elaborate portable shrine traditionally paraded through the streets of Japan as part of a Japanese festival. And speaking of art, it's Aloha Friday, so we have the Aloha Friday Photo Finish with beautiful photography submitted by viewers like you. Email yours to daniel@akaku.org to be featured next week. Well, that's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. This is how we stay connected. I'm Patty Lee. Have a wild and wonderful weekend. Be well, stay healthy, and keep smiling. Aloha.